Welcome to Inside Abode. How y'all doing? Have you ever heard of the Habitat Pride Build? We're going to learn more about that today, y'all. So anyway, before I get started, get into my guests and all that stuff, hit the subscribe button. If you like what we're doing on here, if you like what's going on, hit the subscribe button. We live. It's Inside Abode. It's the podcast. It's another week. It's more stuff that we're going to talk about today. I have a guest and another Abode. It's going to be really informative. It's going to be really good. And it's actually good timing because July is Pride Month in Tacoma. We had Pride. We were at Pride last 2 weeks ago? Was that 2 weeks ago now? I don't know. All the summer weekends, like, really, they just blend together, man. Like, there's literally something every single weekend in summer, and it's just super busy. And by the end of summer, I don't know about y'all, but for me, like, I'm ready to go ahead and like call it. Like, I'm ready for fall because like I'm trying to just go ahead and just sit up in the house, and I don't even watch football, but watch crypto videos and just like kind of do stuff around the house. I ain't gonna complain though, because today we didn't even have sun. Yesterday was sunny, and then all of a sudden, just like Pacific Northwest weather does, clouds came in. We had drizzle in the morning. I'm like, man, this is crazy. In July. Anyway, I'm babbling. So let's get into my guest real quick. Again, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching on live, feel free to comment. If you want us to talk about something else, please email davidjones@windermere.com, or just hit me up in the chat, or hit me up in the comments on the YouTube, or whatever. It's easy to find. I'm really easy to find. So anyway, if you have something else you want to talk about or something that you're curious about, let me know. We got more market updates coming in the future as well. So all kinds of things. And then in August, I'm going to be taking that month off just to, like it's just to take a break. And then we'll get back in the fall for season, 12? I don't even know what season we on anymore, man. We just be making content. So I just want to make sure that y'all have everything that you need in terms of the market, in terms of the community. We want to highlight people doing dope stuff. And today is no exception. All right, let's get into my guest today. My guest today, man, he's been in Abode for 3 years. I'm gonna have him correct me. But they've been in real estate for 5 years, but powerhouse in terms of all the executive and administrative work and all the boards and things that he be on. So let me count him out. He's the Western Washington chapter LGBTQ plus real estate alliance president. Like that's a lot, right? He is he's on the TAPCAR DEI committee and getting ready to be the chair, I believe. I think either of that one or the Washington Realtors DEI committee. I'm going to have him, correct me on some of these things. Washington Realtors DEI committee, because there's so many. So Western Washington chapter president of the LGBTQ plus real estate alliance, the TAPCAR DEI committee, the Washington Realtors DEI committee, the TAPCAR Government Affairs committee, and a great real estate agent in addition to that. So like all those different jobs. But anyway, let's go ahead and bring my guest in. Spencer, how you doing?
You're too kind. Yes, I am busy, and yes, I think you got all that right.
Really? That's crazy. I mean, that's a lot. Like, how do you keep up that schedule with all of those different things going on?
Sometimes I wonder how I do, but I mean, I try and stay busy in my personal life too, so it kind of just happens.
Yeah, and you just do all the things. You're working out, got the dog, got the house, got the husband, got all the things, and somehow you're still here and standing upright and on the podcast. So I appreciate you making
Yeah,
time.
one thing though was this is my 4th year out of Abode. January will
Fourth
be
year?
start of year 5 will be
Damn.
January. I know, time flies when you're having a good time, Dave.
I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. No, this is good because I think like we've done stuff in the past where obviously it's Pride Month in July. We've like made a big deal and not that we don't always, but like I feel like this year it's like everybody kind of the lines in the sand have been drawn. Everybody kind of knows where everybody stands. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like, all right, so but that doesn't mean that we still don't advocate, we still don't fight, we still don't like be. It's just kind of I don't know. We're in a weird timeline right now. To me, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me
Yeah.
and how I feel.
No,
But I also feel
100%.
like we can do a better job. I feel like everything's getting washed away, and then the constant chaos of news cycle stuff, the advocacy work everybody's doing, all the things. And so
Yeah.
it's really nice when I see pieces and people doing things like you're doing, or the Pride Festival happens. And I wasn't able to make it this year because our son had swim meet, but it was well attended. It was in Wright Park this time.
Yeah, so cool. So cool.
Yeah, I bet it was so dope. Like I'm so mad I missed it. And so yeah, it just felt, it just, and the frisbees that we were doing at the booth like was a big hit.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I just feel like it gets washed out with all the other random chaos that's
yeah,
going on.
I would agree. I feel like Tacoma Pride was really great this year, not just because it was at Wright Park, but I feel like there was just extra people there compared to last year.
Really? You think
Yeah.
it was more people?
Well, I think the location made it easier for more people to be there, and it's
Mm,
cooler. You can spread out. Working two booths wasn't as much of a drain this year because it wasn't a constant flow of people. It was like a nice river of people
yeah.
because they
Like
spread it out so far.
yeah, and being in the city it was hard. It was tough because there's nowhere to like sit. Like you had to be like
Yeah.
standing and it was hot and yeah, it was just a
But
lot.
actually getting to chat with people and connect with people was so much easier this year than in years prior.
Okay.
So that was kind of fun too.
Good to know. That's really good to know. And I'm sure it's good feedback for the people that are running it too. Is Oasis still running it? I think, or they're part of it?
Rainbow Center,
Rainbow
yes.
Center. Yeah.
And I feel like, so it used to be held at Wright Park. I don't know how many years ago, but I feel like it'll continue to do that again
I hope
because
so.
it's just so great and easy. I hope for
Yeah.
everybody.
That day was crazy too because you had reggae on the way on South Tacoma Way going on. You had something else going on. I forget what it was, but there was like 3 big events going on that same day, which kind of blew my mind actually. So yeah, just typical summer in Tacoma.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead. So like, since we're on this, what does Pride Month mean to you personally? Like, I mean, we kind of talked about a little bit about it, but like, what's it mean to you, and how has it evolved here in Tacoma as you've seen it? We've kind of touched on that, but
Yeah,
just
that's
more
interesting.
specifically.
I mean, that's a great question. I actually usually like to think of Pride as a reminder to kind of continue showing up for each other. Because every Pride, there seems to be something major going on legislatively. For example, this year it's been mostly anti-trans stuff,
Yeah,
all of that. So I feel like it's a reminder that, hey, we've come a long way, but we have a lot of way to go still.
yeah,
And it's going to be easy. It can be easy to take a few steps back before we keep pushing forward, unfortunately.
yeah. You know, the post I think I've seen you post it, and I've said that I've framed it in so many different ways. Is how many pictures the Orange Man has with Epstein more than trans athletes that are actually playing in any
Yeah,
sport. Like it's like crazy. Bro has so many pictures. He got more pictures with Epstein than I do with my mom. Like it's
you said
crazy.
it. Probably saying
It's crazy.
it's
Like
so.
I don't know. I just feel like we're on a weird ass timeline. But
I agree. Personally, I'd say pride means, I mean, a little more for me. Coming from the Midwest, I couldn't really live my full authentic truth there.
yeah,
And being somewhere here lets me do that in a different way that I don't think I ever thought I was going to be able to.
yeah.
So, yeah, pride has a lot of personal meaning, but I think it has more community meaning for me now than it used to. So it's kind of fun shifts like that.
That's cool. That does mean a lot. Like even just hearing you even just say like not being able to live your authentic self is kind of crazy. Like, and the privilege that the rest of us have to not,
Yeah.
we might have it in different ways. Like for me, I couldn't live my full self because I was in an affluent white community and I was the only black kid there. You know what I mean? Like, so it just felt different, but like,
Yeah.
I understand that sentiment a lot. So let me fix my mic real quick. So yeah, that's good though. I think it's evolving and becoming more of the norm. It seems like the more that we can put content out around it, talk about it. I think that's a good thing. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it's a good thing.
Well, for sure.
So right now you're working with one of the many things you're working with. You're working with the Habitat, the first ever actually Habitat Pride build.
Yeah.
How did that come together? And tell us a little bit more about that.
I have volunteered with Habitat for Humanity here locally in Pierce County for a few years now. I don't know a ton about the origins of Pride Build other than this one specifically for Tacoma. Pierce County Habitat for Humanity is the first time they've held it, but I
Mhm.
feel like other areas of the country have done it. I feel like I might have heard Colorado did. Anyways,
Really?
but first for our Habitat for Humanity.
Okay. Yeah, that's really dope. Like, and so like what's the difference between like the Pride build and like a regular build?
Good question. No, there's specific people hosting each Pride Build day that they've had, and we've had a few already surpass, but they're doing them at their main site, which is a new build community in South Tacoma, I believe, and that's where they're working on a lot of affordable housing units. My group tomorrow, we're going to be working at one of their rehab house units, so a single family house out in Spanaway, where
Okay.
we're doing a lot of the rehab work so it can come to market eventually and become another affordable housing unit
Okay.
permanently.
Yeah, and for those that are listening, if you're not familiar with what we're talking about Habitat for Humanity has these builds for homes that they buy the land and then sell the affordable home at a price that someone can actually afford. And there's qualifications that you have to have requirements that you have to meet
Yeah.
to get into these. But it's such a great program for just affordable housing in general because we just don't
Yeah.
have any here.
Yeah. And with the Pride Build specifically, I think it's cool that they're pushing it because one, I know Habitat for Humanity is a primarily Christian organization. So I feel
Hmm.
like that's a huge, we were talking about lines in the sand. They're
Hmm.
stepping over one that they could, or, what I'm getting at.
Yeah, 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 100%.
But I think it's going to give opportunity for a lot of queer folks, LGBT folks, the opportunity to feel comfortable going into a space like that to volunteer, but maybe also learning about home ownership opportunities and what that could look like for
Okay.
them.
So excuse my ignorance on the Pride Bill question. Like, what's the difference? That you just said it for me. Like having because I don't when I think of Habitat for Humanity, I think just mostly affordable home building and whatnot. I don't think of the Christian part of it or anything like that. Like I don't. And also, while we're on this topic, I think we should talk more openly about religion. Like it feels
Yeah.
like this is just it's like a topic that's taboo to talk about or dissect or like look at a passage and like even if for not only just people that follow the religion but people that don't follow the religion, like being curious or like, oh, what's this passage say? Oh, how do you interpret that? Because if we did that, I think we'd come to more understandings
Yeah.
of it instead of like painting a broad brush of like all Christians are this or all Christians, you know what I mean? Like I don't know,
Yeah.
I just feel like it seems like a topic that we don't talk about, except when it's weaponized by powerful people and things like
Right.
that. There's nothing I dislike worse than that, when
Well,
it's
I
weaponized.
mostly brought it up mostly because I think good on them for making a statement in a time where
Yeah.
there are a lot of statements happening.
Hmm.
But I think it really is going to make an make our Pierce County Habitat for Humanity feel even more inclusive.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
think that's the goal at the end of the day. That's really cool though. I commend you for doing that work and everybody that's involved.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's good. Keep it going on that front. On another front, we have like the planning committee for three. So three, tell us what Windermere E3 is and what does it mean for other agents if there's other agents listening right now.
Yeah, Windermere E3. This will be the second time we've ever done it. Took a year break, but it is a conference, educational real estate conference led by brokers and meant for brokers. So it's not like Windermere corporate putting on this conference. It is
Mm,
a bunch of real estate practitioners, leaders, managers, all sorts of people in the industry, but hopefully coming together for a nice conference to help each other learn and grow. I got asked to be on the leadership team for this conference, probably through my involvement with the Real Estate Alliance,
mhm.
but we're kind of just getting rolling with our content and stuff on it. But I'm really excited because I think it's taken a nice trajectory.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for agents too. I like the idea. I have always loved that idea of E3. I think it stemmed from like genuine hustle and having genuine hustle go and where it's like a agent driven, excuse me, conference, and it just hits different when it's agent driven and there's not a ton of vendors there, and it's more just like super collaborative and intimate. I don't know. I like that. And so Windermere branched off and we have our own version of that.
Yeah. Last time it was mostly just for Washington State brokers and Windermere folks, but this year they opened it up to Oregon. maybe
That's
other
right.
states too, but it's going to be at Suncadia and Clay LM
Okay.
as we had it last time, which is a great venue.
Yeah, it is.
But
Okay.
yeah, should be a good time.
Yeah, that's
Beginning
cool.
of October.
Yeah, I know we were looking at our schedule, like for fall. We're just like, man, like just trying to map out every month, and then like when we're gonna have abode stuff. Because I mean, we still want to go to
Yeah.
Seabrook again, you know. But there's just so many things happening, and we don't want people to have to like pick and choose as much possible. But there's so much going on. So
Well,
many good conferences. Can't lose either way.
yeah, I know fall turns into conference time for us
Hmm.
typically, but
Which I like actually, you know, because I don't know about you, but summer's just busy. Like I was talking about earlier, like how's summer been for you? Like in terms of the market and all that kind of stuff. Like how's it been for you? Been busy
I'm
and
busy in a lot of ways, but also feel like I'm doing a lot of back end work to make sure I'm staying in touch with the market so I can actually
hmm
confidently talk about things to my clients because it's changing every day.
hmm
Just depending on which listings are coming on, how many listings are coming on, there seems to be good buyer demand in general in Tacoma. So the pace is keeping up. Sounds like faster than King County right now. So as far as days on market go per
yeah.
listing.
Yeah, we're moving. Our market has just been chugging along in a weird way.
Hmm.
Just what I've seen this summer at least. And I'm waiting for the lull, which I think is coming or will it always comes in August, September.
Yeah.
But I just think that I don't know. I think the end of this year is going to be busier than we expect, personally.
Yeah. I feel like signs are going there too.
Yeah, it just feels that way. But I swear I've been saying this since like 22 though. Like I don't know. I guess the other option is to not be optimistic, but I'm not going to be not optimistic. I'm always optimistic about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I feel like the market is pushing along and we can hopefully keep seeing some good things from it.
Hmm.
There's some good chances for buyers right now to get in there and go after listings that have been hanging on the market a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of sellers are anticipating paying some sort of a closing cost to help the buyer get their rate down. That seems to be a common conversation. So you just got to be creative and go at it a little strategic.
Did you see Inman? Shout out to Inman, by the way. They nominated us as one of the
Mhm.
most innovative podcasts of the
Mhm.
year. That's really dope. Will we win? I'm not expecting to because
Pretty dope.
there's some other great podcasts I actually listened to. I was like, oh, damn, I listened to that one. And Katie Lance is up there. Like that's a good friend of ours. So like Inman had that story, or someone did an op-ed though
Mhm.
on it's a buyer's market, whether it's a buyer's market or not. And they said he's like, hold on, it's not a buyer's market just yet. And I understand where he's coming from based on the data.
Mhm.
Like if we looked at our months of inventory, a bounce market being like 3 to 6 months, but we're at
Yeah.
sitting, I think 2.3 or something, 2.4, hovering around there, in Pierce County. So I understand what he means by that, but I would have, it just, the comments were funny because people were up in arms, like this is rage bait, like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because I do think it is more of a buyer's market right now personally, but
I mean, yeah, and historically, I feel like it is leaning more towards buyers right now, especially in Pierce County, which is a good thing, I think. We need a little bit of that
mhm,
every now and then because sellers
yeah.
can't have it all the time.
Yeah, and I think where some of the points being made on that topic are like, yes, the buyers have a little bit more leverage in transactions right now. No, the prices have not come down to the point where it's like affordable for other people because of the rates being at 7. So it's like this weird space that we're in, like this whole, I don't know. That's the way I see it at least.
Mhm.
So, all right. So E3, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be good. You have the Pride Bill going on. You don't have any shortage of things happening.
No.
So, I guess the question too, since you're in what you said you're 6,
Yeah, I just had my 6 years in real estate in
yeah,
June.
6 years, right? When you look at your 6 years from beginning to now, how have you been able to and continue to like I hate saying authentic, like because in this
Yeah,
space,
yeah,
like everyone's always talking about that, or in marketing, they're always talking about authentic marketing. I'm like, authentic marketing, if you have to call it authentic, then it's probably not authentic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So like, how have you been able to just do your thing and be the advocate that you are and live in your passions and all that kind of stuff while still continuing to do real estate and be all the things like I don't know. How have you navigated that? Has that been something that came easier with
I feel like
time?
it came naturally, especially in this industry. I mean, I was pretty over involved and did a bunch of things in college, but
Okay.
I'd say just as far as my journey goes in real estate, being able to live authentically, it kind of started. That was one of the reasons why I got into real estate is because I happened to experience some discrimination as a buyer.
Okay.
So, I mean, coming from that and just realizing that that is probably a truth, I can still do my own thing and try and attract folks that want to work with somebody like me.
Hmm.
And if they don't want to work with somebody like me, then I don't want to work with them anyways.
Yeah, I mean, because it's such an intimate job that you guys have when you're like going to someone's house, checking out things, or if you're buying, like helping them buy something, it's
Mhm.
a super intimate experience. So yeah, I get that 100%. I guess, has anything in the industry changed for you? Like from the time that you moved, that you got into the industry to right now, have you noticed any change industry wide, or has there been any small improvements at least, or is it kind of still the same to you?
I mean, I know we're here in a bubble in that
That's
regard
true.
in Washington, so it is a
Yeah.
little hard to see, but I think yes. I mean, as a country, I'd say sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not nearly enough.
No, I mean, there's still obviously, yeah, there's still gonna be, and the temperature right now is with the Cheeto up there, like you
Yeah,
got
I
people
mean, it's
emboldened.
all up in the air. I mean, with the Real Estate Alliance specifically, we're not getting a lot of sponsorships that we might have had nationally before, and it's
Mm,
because of a lot of this political theater that's
mhm.
happening.
Yeah, and funding being pulled. Like I think a lot of organizations are hurt. Like even in the nonprofit space, for example, education. Like there's just not a lot of funding. Have nonprofits that are struggling right now, and their budgets were slashed by
Yeah,
50% to 60%.
with
Um,
no warning.
with no
Yeah,
warning at all. Just kind of like, oh, and so now the operating expenses of a nonprofit or of anything, like they have to cut down to skeleton crew, and then it's like, well, we can't even do the work that we set out to do and have been doing.
right.
You're seeing that or I'm seeing that everywhere, and education as well. Like our district is short like millions and millions of dollars, like 30 million dollars last time I heard.
Yeah,
That's a lot. So I don't know. So I guess it's my way of saying the alliance isn't the only
right,
organization
right.
that's in that boat. Just this administration is just going to cut, funds. And I think too, like, especially in our space, really dislike when people say things like, not to be political, quote unquote, in our space. And I'm like,
Yeah,
literally our job is super political, not on a ground level like with our clients, but in terms of advocating at the state level, advocating it's all political. Like
yeah.
we're the biggest lobby of like, and so
And
it just
largest trade organizations. Yes, it is very
so
political.
it's super political, and it doesn't mean that it's like identity politics. It means it's like, no, we have to understand like how this impacts everyone and who it impacts and is it equitable and all those things. Like I think that's reasonable to talk about and be open about.
For sure.
And what, I don't know. I just feel like everything gets muddled. Anyway, to our point about like the chaotic nature of all the things happening without the clarity that we typically get. So, to that point, what do
Mhm.
you think is needed in our industry to really change things? Like, so for example, I was talking to Katie, and we were talking about like how she had to do how, and I'm not, and we were talking about doing a podcast like this, so I'm not trying to put, and no one even knows what I'm talking about, but
Mhm.
like how the process of adopting a child or the process of having, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah,
like, wait, you had to do what? Like, there's just so many different things. Does that look like in real estate? Like you said, you went with some discrimination or you experienced discrimination,
mhm.
and it's like such the small things. I think we've touched on this on a prior podcast, but
Probably a
yeah,
little. Yeah,
remind
just
the
refresh it.
people, remind the people.
My partner and I were trying to shop for a house, and as soon as the seller found out it was two men trying to buy this house, they just ghosted us and went along with somebody else. It was in a new construction community, so it wasn't a house that was on the market or anything,
Hmm.
but it was one that was available and not sold. and then all of a sudden it was.
Yes.
Sure.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah.
And then you have stuff like applying for loans and
Mhm.
things of that nature where they might see two names on a document, and then all of a sudden they might feel some kind of way about that. And it's
Yeah,
just
well,
like,
and it's very public facing. A lot of times in real estate transactions, people's
mhm,
full names are on display.
yeah.
Glean a lot of info from that, especially if they're both masculine names, both feminine names. Like there's so many things. So those are just extra context things we got to be communicating with our clients. But I wish we could live in an industry or in a world where those things didn't really matter. Like we could just do our job and sell the houses. But I
Mhm.
know it's more than that.
Yeah, and like you spoke earlier about being your authentic self, like what if someone, how someone shows up too, like even just to see the house, or there's a showing happening
Right.
at a particular property and the neighbors see or whatever. And it's just like, who cares? Like, let them live and be in their house. If they want to buy the house, they can buy the house. Like, I don't know. Because I always felt that way. Like, I remember when I was first starting, I was doing more like running around helping Ann a lot. And, she'd send me to a house and I'd be like in my shorts and t-shirts or something. And I'd be going up into the house and I'd be looking around like, because she'd be like, oh, the key is over here in the lockbox. And I'd have to go around the house. Like, I literally was scared because I'd be like, oh, I'm going
Yeah.
around the house looking under a bush and I'm about to get like, someone's going to run up on me. I was always really cognizant of that. And it really just always sticks in my mind in terms of just if you look different than the stat quo of that area, of whatever area region you're living in, or if you're in a relationship like that others don't think, and that can be interracial relationships too.
Yeah,
Like all the things above, if it doesn't look stat quo, I don't know. You just know, you can literally feel the eyeballs on you.
for sure.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I think for you, I commend you on. Got a chance to and had the honor of watching you like evolve and grow. And what from my perspective of what I've seen you like really just step into this leadership role. And I already know that it was already natural because someone who does as much stuff as you, like
Yeah.
you've always been this person, a helper, someone that's always going to show up. And people sleep on you because when we went axe throwing, you're competitive and you are an athlete.
Yeah. That can be a
You are
little vicious on the court too.
Yes, you are very competitive. I have learned that about you. I'm like, oh, he's super duper competitive. You don't just
Maybe a
play
little
college. You're not
quiet
a
about it sometimes, sure.
Yeah, you're just not a collegiate athlete, like, and not being super athletic and super competitive. So yeah, that's
I
fun.
suppose
I
that's
I
why I
love
like
seeing that.
the industry too, but yeah.
You said what?
I suppose that's why I like this industry a little bit too. But
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that was funny.
no,
I
I
was
owe a
like,
lot of that growth, I think, to being in an environment that I can just be myself, be
yeah.
around people I can be myself, have an office I can come be myself. It means the world.
Mhm.
So
I love it. I think, and obviously we all have to show up and be professional, and you're in a professional world or whatever, but I think just being open and accepting is an easy thing to do, and it's crazy how hard it is for so many people and in our industry too, like especially in our industry.
yeah.
Like it's really interesting to me. I'm like, man, you really care that much
Yeah.
like about somebody else like that you don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy to me.
There with you.
So yeah, well, is there anything else you want to share with the folks? Like we've had a nice little, anything else you want to
Pretty.
share with the folks about the habitat build, the
The
first pride
Habitat
build?
build is tomorrow out in
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Stanaway.
Okay.
Mine is the one I'm hosting on behalf of the LGBTQ plus Real Estate Alliance. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Again, a single family house that we're rehabbing. Other things the Alliance has going on, or at least locally, our chapter, we're doing our third annual drag brunch fundraiser for the Lambert House, which is
Mm,
a LGBTQ plus youth center up in Capitol Hill, Seattle. And they have satellite programs that operate in every corner of King County, like literally any corner you can think of. They have a youth program.
that's dope.
And they're one of those organizations that's facing a lot of cuts and scrutiny from their typical donors. So
Yeah.
we're trying to do what we can for them, and that'll be in September. So
Okay.
be on the lookout for that if you follow me.
Good. And I'll put links down there if people got to remind me at some point. I'll got to be reminded. But yes, I want to put links to all the things so that people can support if they
Yeah.
would like to support. I think there's so many things. There's so many things to support right now with all the funding being taken away from everything. Take your pick, like what you want to support. But everybody is in a spot where we need help, and $1, $10, your time. Actually, your time is even better, honestly, on a lot of things.
Everything. Yes.
So thank you for spending your time and doing all of these things. I think that's super important, and it's not. And at the end of the day, I remember, like when I was telling you, like it's even not even your work to do. It's everybody else's work to do, and like constantly growing, constantly learning, and learning new things. So I think that's all we can do. So, all right, I have one more section for you, and it's not hot take this time.
Oh,
I don't think you've
hot
done this before.
takes.
Yeah.
Everyone's
We
ready
got
for one.
games. We got games. We are gonna play fill in the blank. Are you ready to play fill in the blank?
Sure.
All right.
Well, it's
All right,
like
so
an adult Mad Lib or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's low key, really is.
Okay, cool.
All right, the first song I blast to get hyped up in the morning to is what's the first joint?
Lately it's been Applause by Lady Gaga.
Mm-hmm. I know you're a Gaga fan. I know you be on that Gaga.
Big fan, yeah.
Yeah. When were the new? Didn't she just drop a new joint like earlier this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it? You like it?
It's her. I think it's her best work yet.
A word. Okay, it's her best work. Okay,
For sure.
I'm gonna have to peep.
It's so diverse.
Okay.
In style.
Yeah. This year, for whatever, and I know like I can speak for hip hop, like there's like a resurgence of old artists that are like my generation and older, like 50 years old, like making phenomenal music
and touring
and all the things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm here for this. Like you're not done when you're after you're 40 or 30 or whatever. Like you can still make music all the way till you're done. Like I feel like that's in other industries, like, or other genres, like rock or whatever. Like there's other, like those dudes be touring till they're like can't even walk. But we haven't seen, at least in hip hop, it hasn't been a thing. It's never been like, this is the first time we've had 50-year-old hip hop dudes, like, cause it's never, it's still new. Anyway, like I love seeing Gaga still killing it.
Yes.
Just it's super dope to see. Shoot, Cher been touring for I don't know how long. She might still be having residency in Las Vegas.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Even forever. All right, second one. If I could build a dream home anywhere in the world, it would be in blank, and it would have blank.
I would say probably somewhere in Portugal or Spain.
Damn.
And it would have a view.
A view? Yep. That's good. That's good. I think we'd all
I don't
like
care what
that.
kind of view, just a view of some sort.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All right. One thing people are always surprised to learn about me is
my competitive nature that you might have mentioned just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll smile and fun until it gets serious.
No, you know what? And the funny thing is you and Allison are like literally almost like disposition the same.
Yeah.
Like you guys are both just animals, like super duper competitive.
I was like,
athletic.
oh, you want to see me hit that spot with this axe? I'm going to do it.
Right. Exactly. And just super determined and like, yeah, you guys are both remind me of each other in that way. All right. During Pride Month, you'll definitely catch me
celebrating in some fashion. I don't know what specifically, but there's always a different flavor of the day.
All right. If queerness were a superpower, mine would be...
If it was a superpower? Like what my superpower would be if I had one.
How about this? What would be your superpower anyway? Just if you could pick a superpower, yours would be...
I feel like my childhood Marvel fan is really wanting this to be the specific answer. I would say somebody that can teleport.
Yeah. Would you rather teleport or be able to be invisible?
Oh, I
How
would say
about this?
teleport. So
Teleport still? What if you
yeah,
could fly or teleport? Which one would you choose?
I would still teleport.
Yeah, I agree. Teleporting is kind of crazy. Like it'd be hard to not
Like you just
be able
cut
to
the time out
teleport.
of any travel you want.
Well, I would be first of all, I'm gonna travel back. I'm gonna invest in certain things, and I'm gonna travel
Yeah, I didn't
forward,
even think about
and I'm
time
gonna.
travel teleporting, but there's that too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess those are two different things. Teleport, travel. Yeah,
Same thing.
teleporting would be kind of crazy though.
I was just thinking of Nightcrawler for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on
Thanks for
Inside
having me,
Abode.
Dave.
This has been fun. And with that, you got 15 seconds. Tell the people how they get in touch with you. All the things.
Ooh,
Elevator pitch.
I mean, I'm pretty active on Instagram. You can message me, chat me on there at Spencer_Eiseman here. I have quite a few helpful links in my Instagram bio where you can schedule time with me. You can learn about some of the stuff I'm doing just locally, and you can also sign up for my newsletter there. Just lots of cool ways you can interact and get to know what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, you have some really good stuff. I actually went and looked. You have for the like I think a buyer consult, or you had a link on there something that went to a really nice page. So for people that are looking, yeah, hit up Spencer.
Yeah, I like to be info heavy, educational, and collaborative in my approach.
Mm-hmm.
Working
Yeah.
with other brokers, working with people that are my clients. I just try and be collaborative and inclusive with
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. No, you do a good job of that. Clearly, you're doing a great job of that. So,
Well,
yeah,
thank you.
keep it up. Bright future, and the rest is history. All right.
Mhm.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, that's our last. That's what we got today. And next week we'll be back with. I think Heidi's coming on. We're gonna talk luxury next week, I believe. That'll be a good one. So
That's the
anyway,
one to
with that,
have.
yeah, yeah, good one. All right, y'all. Be easy. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. All right.